to the South Gauteng High Court, where HHP's wife is there this morning seeking an urgent interdict to stop his funeral. Lerato Sengadi says she entered into a customary marriage with the late rapper, whose real name is Tsambo, in 2016. But the Tsambo family says the couple was never married. And I'm sure you can see right now the live visuals of what appears to be just some of the family members. In fact, that is the widow of Tsambo, or HHP as he is known in the music industry. Let's take a listen quickly to what she's saying.
Lerato, can you tell us how you're feeling this morning? Do you think you have a case?
I move with the Lord.
Do you think the funeral will go ahead? Why is the family denying that you are the customary wife?
Can you just give us a second? Can you please give us a second?
All right, this is Lerato Sengadi. She is arriving here at the South Gauteng High Court. Sengadi is contesting and wants the High Court to interdict the funeral of HHP, that is Jabulani Tsambo, that is scheduled to take place tomorrow in Mahikeng. She's alleging that the family has barred her from seeing her husband's body. They haven't told her where the body is. She's only seen on social media that the body is in Mahikeng at the moment. Unfortunately, we are not allowed inside court at this stage. We're still organizing that court access for us to be able to take those urgent court proceedings live. Now, what we do know is that these papers, Lerato had filed these papers just a few days ago, just around about the time where the Johannesburg memorial service took place. And what we know is that Lerato says that she is the legal customary wife of the late Jabulani Tsambo. She says that they had a customary marriage since February 2016, when she says that lobola negotiations were concluded. In fact, I'm holding her court papers on me right now, and she details quite significantly the relationship between her and HHP. She says that they've known each other for about 20 years, if not more. They knew each other in varsity as friends. They started dating around 2009, and in late 2015, that is when she says HHP proposed to her, and they then had lobola negotiations in February, the 28th of February 2016. And what she says, if I can just read from the court papers, Poli, that the Sengadi family, in lieu of payment for lobola, claimed payment in the amount of 50,000 rand. The Tsambo and Mukhatle family made a counter offer of 45,000 rand, which was accepted by the Sengadi family. The negotiations lasted for approximately 3 hours. She says after those 3 hours, an amount was agreed upon, and she says that later that day, HHP then proceeded to deposit around 35,000 rand into her mother's bank account, and she says that this was towards the payment of lobola. So if you see from the paragraph that I've just read, it seems that there was an agreement of around 45,000 rand, and HHP made a payment of 35,000 rand. Now, the issue here is the fact that were the lobola negotiations actually completed? So did the complete process of lobola negotiations actually conclude in order for Lerato Sengadi to claim that she is in fact the customary wife of HHP? Now, in her court papers as well, she further goes on to say that yes, their marriage did have their ups and downs, and in fact what caused these ups and downs was the fact that she says that HHP had a serious drug abuse issue. He was an abuser of cat as well as cocaine. She says that she registered HHP on her medical aid in May 2016 just to prove that in fact he was indeed her spouse. She says that she did that in order to be able to register, to be able to take him to a rehabilitation center just to be able to address this addiction. But she says that on a number of occasions, HHP refused treatment and in fact did not want to take any medication for his depression as well. She further goes on to say that during the course of their marriage, HHP allegedly cheated on her, and that is what had prompted her to move out of their matrimonial home. She also further on goes to say that the death of ProKid in August this year is what actually prompted them, HHP and herself, to work on their relationship and try and actually get him treatment for his drug abuse and his depression. She says that this was actually them trying to work things out, and just because she had moved out of their matrimonial home, it did not mean that their relationship had ended. So she is asking the court to interdict the funeral, that it is in fact the preparations are already underway. We understand the media is expected to register because it will be an official funeral which will involve the government of the Northwest. She says that this funeral cannot take place. She wants the court to order that she be given the body back, she be told where the body is. She also wants all the hard drives which were removed, she says, from their matrimonial home to be taken back. She wants also access back into her matrimonial home. She wants the death certificate. She wants everything, she says, as the rightful customary wife of HHP. Now, it's going to be interesting to see exactly how these proceedings will end. We know, of course, that she is bringing an urgent application, and so her legal team will first have to argue the urgency of this matter first. In these court papers, I must say, it's also quite interesting to say that she also says that after the death of ProKid, her and Jabba had a conversation around what he would want to see happen in the event of his death. She says that Jabba told him that because he spent most of his life in Johannesburg, his son stays in Johannesburg. She would like, she says that he said that he would like to be buried at West Park Cemetery in Johannesburg, and that she says that Jabba told her that he wasn't really that close with his family or his father, who is actually the respondent in this matter, and that he didn't really have any family left in Mahikeng. His father stays in Rustenburg, and his mother is divorced from his father as well. So she says that his wishes, in fact, were to be buried in Johannesburg so that his son would be able to come and visit his grave. So we expect the court proceedings to start at around 10 a.m. this morning.